Shout out Vital Idols, welcome back to another analog horror night. It's been a minute. We've not done one of these in a while, and it's because I've been spending so much time with Hypno and crew doing the Saturday Night Hypnosis plays, and so I thought we gotta do one of these tonight. We do. We gotta do one of these. They're doing Marvel Cosmic Invasion. It's like, okay, we're doing this. It's been too long, and there's a bunch of you here, so shout out, let's party. Midwest Angelica in the house. Let's see, Jake Martin, remember 13 months as my body is ready. I was worried about you, Jake. You weren't in Badger's show last night, you weren't in mine. I was nervous. I'm glad to see you're all right. I'm glad you're back. All right, who we got in the house? Daxnar's here, UF Omega, Gal Carrymon, Blue Collar Loser, Serranos. Hey, Serranos, welcome back, brother man. Let's see, who else? Janice Landers is here. Golden Apples, shout out all y'all. So, quick recap for those of you who don't remember. Midwest Angelica. So far, it's an analog horror story that's got 23 total episodes. And the idea that, at least what we know so far, some sort of alien organism being landed in a meteorite in a field in the Midwest, that not too far from a farm. Some of the individuals that lived on the farm went to go check it out. They got their shit packed in. Government comes in, quarantines the area. Obviously, quarantine did not work properly. You got some cops that got infected, but we really don't know much about the protocol, about what's going on from there. It's just been like slow dripping us some information, you know, as also it's over now. Last video they put out was the final episode. They did. I was going to get to that. So, before, you know, we were going at this in parts because, you know, it wasn't finished. Well, since we've done one of these, Midwest Angelica has completely finished. It's got 23 total episodes, with the final episode being effectively like a short film. It was 45 minutes long. So today we're going to go through episodes 9 through 16. Next one after that, we'll do 17 through 22. And then we'll save the final one, episode 23, the full-length film, for its own dedicated stream. So, with all that being said, YouTube's hiccuping. Is it hiccuping for anybody else? Oh, shit. YouTube is hiccuping. Alright, hold on. Give me one moment here. Is it hiccuping for anyone else? It doesn't look like it is for me. I thought it was, but it's not. One sec. Let me see if there's anything I can do on my end. Man, hold on. There should be no reason. Yes, you can't hide the truth forever, YouTube. Man, what's going on? Why would this... Alright. Not an auspicious start to the stream. That certainly sucks, but let's try something else. Alright, bear with me, crew. I'll be right back. I'm going to see what I can fix. Just hang tight. We'll get this sorted, because I owe you guys one of these nights. Alright, let's see if that's better now. You let me know. Tell me if it's better now. See if we keep dropping frames, how everything goes. I changed the bitrate on the streaming software, which I shouldn't have needed to do. It was where it should be, but we'll see. So we'll give it a moment or two. We'll chat. I see Granola Grin showed up. Shout out Granola Grin. Oh, and look at that. My boy Jake coming in for coming through on the analog horror stream, Leon. We're all much obliged. Now, I'm happy to do it. I miss doing these. I love doing these. But thank you oh so much. While we find out if it's still stuttering, this is for you, brother. Shout out, truly appreciate. Leon loves nothing more than pausing videos and looking at static. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here. Alrighty, it seems like it's doing a little bit better. So we're just gonna get right into it. All right, we're gonna get right into it. We got this one called Easter. All right, I got no concept of what this could be about, but let's pick up where we left off, and hopefully we're not too lost. Okay, so yeah, Starkill. For those of you guys that don't remember, Starkill was the name of the project that was, it says right here, Emergent Starkill Research. Starkill was the arm of the government that was doing research on whatever sort of biomass seemed to be the cause of this alien infestation. New findings indicate the communication between unique instances occurs in information plane parallel to local reality. Wait, what was that? Hold on. It looks like you got W and A and upside down E. That's some sort of frequency, it looks like. That looks like a, what is that called? Seismometer? Seismograph? Is that what we're looking at here? And then that, okay. A report from Dr. Stanley Vega of the Xenobiology Research Group in regards to finding associations with the Podolsky neurons. That one's new. I don't remember that.
While we previously had a rough understanding of how the star tool infection assimilates foreign biomatter, and that its methodology for doing so seemingly depends on what intentions it has, we, until recently, failed to understand how different pieces of the alpha chunk seemingly all become aware of new information, even if its pieces are long distances apart from each other. Recent experimentation revealed that certain alpha chunk samples animate a unique energy signature not previously encountered in prior studies. We've discovered that this energy signature becomes more detectable in parts of the alpha chunk where large concentrations of what we fittingly called Podolsky neurons are present. Because of their presence in AZ001, we are of the belief that these Podolsky neurons are part of the entity's central nervous system.
Alright, so this is the alpha chunk. If you guys remember, the alpha chunk was the large piece that fell that landed in that farmland in Kansas. They were taking samples off the chunk, taking it back to quarantine zones, laboratories to study. So yeah, apparently they're still communicating with the alpha chunk, even though they've been removed. So it's got some sort of hive mind. Abnormal reading at alpha chunk breakpoint. Don't know what that could be.
Specifically, they are responsible for transmitting information signals to different parts of the entity's body. The observation that different pieces of the alpha chunk all become aware of the same information simultaneously, despite their masses not being physically connected, leads us to believe that Podolsky neuron signals operate on a principle similar to quantum entanglement.
Okay, those are the same seismographs. The long-range network of Podolsky neurons has been dubbed the Akashic plane. I assume that's supposed to be Akashic. Akashic. Oh, is that a real word? Hold on, let's find out if that's a real word. Because if it is, I don't know it. Akashic refers to Akashic records, a concept from theosophy and other spiritual traditions derived from Sanskrit, or the word Akasha, meaning ether or sky. The Akashic record. Okay, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Library contain a record of every event, thought, word, or emotion that has ever occurred. Whoa. Okay. They're considered non-physical dimensional like cosmic hard drive. Shit, this sounds like something we got to cover on Tinfoil of Haters. The Akashic records? I've never heard of this. Huh. Alright, cool. Well, somebody put that in the Tinfoil Haters, Discord if you'd be so kind, because that could be very interesting to cover. It has an anime? Yeah, that sounds like Tinfoil Haters material. You're correct. Alright, so here's the dealio. Someone in the Discord put the Akashic records for Tinfoil Haters, and then somebody in the anime portion put the name of the anime that's about the Akashic records, because this sounds awesome. Like, the information is all out there somewhere. We can access raising our conscious awareness. Yeah, again, I don't know much about it, so I'm not going to pretend to know. But, like, yeah, just based on that quick little Google blurb, yeah, all information everywhere is stored in just one record. That's wild. Hold on, access to what? Access to the knowledge within the Akashic plane may be the... Okay, well, that doesn't help us at all. Alright, and then there was some... Alright, so this is classified. There's this symbol again, which we've seen before, but I don't think we actually know what it's like, what it means. Akashic interaction test. This is March 15th of 1999. Alright, so test on Stanley Vega, who was born on, looks like June 7th, 1958 in Chicago. Well, yeah, you don't got nothing to live for then if you're from Chicago. Baseline phrase, present day, present time, don't know what that would mean. Alright, Podolsky samples are inserted into the spinal cord via incision in the neck. Oh, shit, okay, they're just doing full-on human testing on this guy. 3 samples are administrator, results are recorded via EEG. Wait, hold on, I just had a thought. Oh no, Easter 90. This episode's called Easter. So, and given the date, you know, it's in March 15th. So I figured maybe this took place on. Alright, so if anything happens, we're looking for the date April 4th to see if that's why this episode's called Easter. Okay. Thank you, Diz. Making me uncomfortable. What up, Stoney? What up, Matt? Participant is asked to report thought processes to re-enter personal info. Date of birth is wrong, or different. Did get the home ID, alright. So, date of birth seems to have changed. Let's go back to his date of birth and see if, let's go back to the participation information, see the home ID change. 276598737. Two 765986737. Okay, so that changed as well. So the home ID changed and the date of birth changed. Participant continues to believe that the test is a screening for infection. Alright, so the line to the public, that's good. What the fuck is going on? It seems like there was some major stressor here on whatever reading this is. Alright, so his name is completely changed. Date of birth is also changed. Oh no, this might be a different participant? So yeah, I guess this must be just a different participant, alright? Participant expresses intimate knowledge of a man named John Carlyle. I think they're testing the same guy over and over, but changing his name to fool you. Oh, you think that's what's going on? This is making me uncomfortable. What the fuck? Like the stream, you know, what are we watching? The chat can fill you in on what we're watching. Hold on. It sounded like you said something there. I could be wrong. It sounds like he's saying his time has come. Alright, yeah, subtitles didn't help. I figured they wouldn't. Yeah, it sounded like he said his time has come, but let me know if you guys got anything different from that. Okay, it's off the charts now. Okay, well, I guess that's why the episode's called Easter, so fuck my whole thoughts about, you know, April 4th of 99. Participants' vocabulary is limited to the word Easter. Interesting. The Akashic Interface Pro prototype extracts data from Akashic plane, requires Podolsky cluster for data to quantify. Alright, and that's the end of that episode. So, yeah, we got new information. The Akashic plane, like, that was all introduced in this episode, so there was new stuff there. I don't really know what that means or what they're going to be doing with it, how they're going to have to go by. Obviously, they're going to be using the Akashic plane to study the event, to study, you know, the alpha chunk. What that means for, like, the growths and the infection, I don't know how it correlates, if it does at all. So, yeah, this is the next episode. This is Babylon. Home base. Okay, the Babylon Project down at the bottom. Let's see, what was that? There was some, it looked like a map, like maybe the layout of the base or something. Come on, frame by frame, let's go. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is like the layout of, of the base. Or maybe... Yeah, because we've got stairs leading up there. Okay, so it doesn't really like there's much we can do with that, at least not right now.
Today marks the 12-year anniversary of the Babylon Project and the founding of Home Delta. The date is March 13th, 1999. As director of the Babylon Project, reporting to the General Commanding Director of Home Delta, I, Dr. Robert Spencer, am obliged to construct this full report detailing the...
By the way, so we've seen this location before. Unless they were reusing assets, which I don't think they would do.
The Babylon Project's progress as of March of 1999.
Hold on.
Since the...
Okay, wait, maybe I didn't go back far enough. Yeah, alright. So this location right here, so this base has been shown before. This was like the initial quarantine area. And one of the scientists got infected, didn't tell anybody, and got a bunch of the other scientists infected once whatever it was that's doing the infecting was taking over people. And this was his office. I remember that, so... Okay.
I, Dr. Robert Spencer, am obliged to construct this full report detailing the Babylon Project's progress as of March of 1999. Since the Annunciation event on January 28th and the subsequent elimination of Dr.
Those are the schematics.
Evans, the contamination of Home HQ has continued to progress at an exponential rate. We estimate that around 75% of home staff have been infected and continue operation as phantoms. Further, through routine checks of Home HQ, we have determined that the star kill biomass has reached the temple classification. We believe that Wraith classification entities may be birthed by the temple in as soon as 12 days. My recommendation would be to gather the final samples for research and begin Operation Homebound promptly. The Deathbringer squads are prepared for immediate action.
Dr. Robert Spencer and Dr. Gamma Churchill, that's a hell of a name. Meetings March 13th, 1999 at the Babel site, recorded meeting, right? I wouldn't tell you, but there'd be signs.
We're preparing for the final descent into Home HQ now. Mission will commence in 48 hours.
Good. Spencer, I have a request.
Anyone else getting some massive Evangelion vibes from this right here? Like, this is straight up like where, Shinji's dad and all them would rock. I'm getting some Evangelion vibes.
What is it, sir?
Dr. Stanley Vega of the Xenobiology Group has been researching the Akashic Plane. I need you to retrieve him and his work, but under no circumstances should you allow him to learn the true nature of Home Delta.
Understood. What should be done if he's already infected?
He won't be. He works in the BSL-4 lab. We've determined that sector to be clean, and it's projected to be clean for at least 10 more days. If he's visibly infected, eliminate him. Otherwise, we will conduct a SIM test to determine if he has phantom blood. Retrieve his lab assistant too, Dr. Solomon Ezra. Same rules apply.
If you don't mind me asking, sir, what are you planning with him?
My plans of Vega have nothing to do with your job. This is for your own good, Spencer. The most I can tell you is that it involves research into the Akashic Plane. Speaking of which, have you retrieved the new info on Lucas Michaels?
Yes, I have. It's in the data room. I think you'll be interested in our findings. We're not sure what to make of it yet.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. When you return, we'll run the SIN test at Nazareth site and continue operations as planned. We're on schedule.
Understood. And for Operation Homebound?
It will commence April 4th.
Delta Squad infiltrates the Home AQ. Operative Director Robert Spencer.
Churchill, do you read? On the line, over. Bravo team, follow Officer Rico to the temple for final sample collection. Charlie team, follow me to BSL lab for hostage retrieval.
Temple entrance.
Proceed with sample collection. Avoid direct contact with the star kill.
Alright, basement, the BSL lab. I assume it's the Babylon site.
Dr. Vega, we've identified a potential risk in the BSL labs, required to be taken to the quarantine zone for a mandatory screening for infection.
I understand that it's protocol, but this is the highest safety level lab at home, and there shouldn't be any risk of cross-contamination in the last 2 months.
Regardless, we still have to take you to quarantine. Where's your lab partner, Dr. Ezra?
He was transferred back to the main facility.
That's okay. We'll pick him up along the way. Bring your research materials and maybe place in quarantine for a few weeks.
Yeah, something tells me he doesn't need to be in quarantine. Sin test performed at Nazareth site. First patient, Dr. Stanley Vega.
Okay, Dr. Vega, I'm assuming you're familiar with the process of a sin test, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, great. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions and you are to answer truthfully. Once the test is complete, we'll know if you are infected or not. That being said, here's the first question. It's Christmas morning and you're with your family. Your wife hands you a wrapped gift. What do you do next?
Say thank you before you do anything. But you don't even open it. You say thank you. You give her a kiss on the cheek in front of the kids. You show you're a nice, happy, healthy household.
Well, of course, I'd thank my wife and open the present, carefully unraveling the ribbons, and then I'd probably give her a hug.
Next question. It's early in the morning and you see a UFO in the sky, illuminated by the light of dawn. What are you thinking?
That is a massive jump in questioning. Is, hey, you got a present, what do you do? Hey, you saw a UFO for the first time, what do you do? Is there a way to answer that? Like, you look at it awestruck and you scramble to collect your thoughts because that would blow your fucking mind.
I'd probably be a bit confused, but I'd probably think of it rationally. Could it potentially be a balloon, a plane, a helicopter? A UFO implies that it's merely unidentified. It could be entirely prosaic.
Okay, last question. You have decided to participate in a charity event for your local church. Why did you make this decision?
To keep the wife happy, because church is boring as fuck, but you know what? Happy wife, happy life.
Well, I was born and raised Catholic, and I think if I had the opportunity to give to those less fortunate, I would.
Thank you, Dr. Vega. Your results came clean. Please exit to the door on your right and remain seated in the waiting room until you are called.
Starkill infects people and integrates them into a hive mind of some kind. Maybe we all have access. Maybe they all have access to the Akashic record because of the quasi-divine host being somehow. That's an excellent theory.
Thank you again for your cooperation.
Second patient, Dr. Solomon Ezra.
Dr. Ezra, are you familiar with the sin test?
Yes, I am.
All right. As you know, I'm going to be asking you a series of questions. Answer them truthfully. At the end, we will be able to determine if you are infected or not. Let's begin. First question. You work at a competitive company. The promotion comes down to either you or your coworker. What do you do?
First, I need to know, is my coworker black? Because if so, I'm just going to assume they're going to get it because, you know, affirmative action and all that. Is my coworker female? If so, I'm going to assume they get it because of affirmative action and all that. Is my coworker trans? If so, I assume they're going to get it. You guys get it. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm surely better to qualify than them. Obviously, it should go to me.
I would work hard and try to beat him. I would think, why should he be the one to get a promotion? I, of course, would be the one doing the work. He was just lucky.
Next question. It's a Saturday night and you decide to cook dinner for the whole family. What made you make this decision?
The whole family? Cooking is my fucking favorite hobby. Obviously.
If I were to do that, it would be because I was hungry.
Okay, next.
I wonder if this dude's infected because he says if the question mentioned his family. You decided to cook dinner for the whole family. This guy just said, if I did that, it's because I was hungry. So, like, he's not, in both answers, he's not really giving consideration for the other individual. So I wonder if that's some sort of test, that's some sort of, like, answer to the test, how much you focus on, like, yourself or whatnot. Because being part of the hive mind means there's only one, it's a collective of one.
You see a man and woman embracing each other in a field. There are white clouds dotted against a blue sky. What are you thinking at this moment?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
So doesn't understand the concept of multiple people or multiple people having emotions. All right, so yeah, I assume they're going to come back saying he's infected.
Why would I be in the field? But what purpose does it serve? What is the purpose of the sky?
Do you go to church, Dr. Ezra?
Is this part of the test?
Answer the question, Ezra.
I do.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Do you believe in God?
I do. I said I go to church.
Very well. Let's say you're poor and don't have any food. You receive bread from a stranger, but it's only enough for one person and your son is on the brink of complete starvation. What do you do next?
Well, this is a kick in the balls in terms of answering the question as to, like, obviously any father is going to say you give it to your fucking kid. So how he answers this, I'm truly curious.
I would eat the bread, of course. I would be hungry.
You know what? I almost rather the guy was infected, because if he's not, then what a piece of shit.
Any sane person would do the same.
Would you say your knowledge of the world is greater than anybody you've met?
Yes, I would say that applies to me.
Okay. Yeah, dude's infected. If his knowledge of the world's greater than anybody else's, that means he likely has access to the Akasha plane. Okay.
Actually, I know it does.
And what about your concept of infinity? Can you see it clearly?
Yes, I can.
Code 66, calling the Minister's asphyxiation agent.
Code 66, error. Task cannot be completed. Error.
Alright, so first of all, his eyes were getting all sorts of fucking wonky and alien. That was cool as shit. I could be wrong, because again, I don't know shit about the Akashic plane or any of that actual conspiracy theory or whatnot. But yeah, it seems they were going to try and neutralize him. It didn't work. I would imagine it's because if he knows everything, then he knows how to neutralize. He knew they would try and kill him. He knew they would find out he was infected. He would know how to neutralize whatever protocols they have. Again, I'm guessing because I'm not sure. Alright, it'll just linger on black for a hot minute. Alright, medical report. Infection site in the abdominals. Patient critical condition and app preservation protocol immediately. MX 2750 cryopod recommended.
Spencer.
More Evangelion shit.
But I'm afraid you won't be able to respond now. This wasn't according to the scenario, and I shouldn't have let Ezra into the Nazareth site. Fortunately, Ezra has been eliminated, and the Nazareth site is under strict lockdown.
It says that Ezra's been eliminated. With the prior, it just said a moment ago they recommend cryotube. So I would imagine they're lying to Spencer here, and that he wasn't eliminated.
Unfortunately, because you were infected, the best we can do is slow the infection as much as possible. Which means we had to put you into cryosleep.
I had them flipped. Okay, gotcha. So the one that was not infected has been eliminated. Did I miss? Did I get that? Did I flip them? What up, Aztec Warrior?
Your knowledge is too valuable. Listen, Spencer. I'm researching something important with the Starkiller. A way to perhaps reverse the infection using Starkill samples. It could even grant immortality. It will be done by April 4th, and on that day, humanity will prevail and defeat.
Well, I tell you guys, April 4th, 1999, that was Easter. What's Easter? The resurrection. Talking about granting immortality and shit, and it'll be ready on what would have been Easter Day in 1999? Come on now.
The Starkill threat. Project Babylon will be complete, and we will then be able to initiate Operation Homebound. In my effort to understand the cosmos, I made a grave mistake, and I'm only now seeing the weight of my sins unfold before my eyes. God, please forgive me.
Alright, Coliseum. This will be episode 10, Coliseum. Right, we're on episode 10, is that what it is? Oh shit, oh no, yeah, we started with 10. Okay, gotcha, so we're on 12. Alright, Michaels, what am I looking at here? A reconstruction of brain image obtained while you were sleeping. Does it look familiar to you? I occasionally see things like that when I dream, yes. You said this started April 5th, 1985. Yeah, the day we found the AZ and then some codes. The anomaly orbiting Jupiter. About that, do you believe it has any correlation to these dreams? I'm really not sure. The rational answer is no, it does not, but something in it disturbs me, almost like it's speaking to me. I feel like I'm somebody else entirely. Elaborate. I can't really describe it concretely. It's like I've been here before, but a really long time ago, before the beginning of the universe. I can almost see my life from back then, but it's not me at all. Dr. Vince has worked in occult research in the United States intelligence community for nearly a decade. My background is in psychoactive drugs and psychological research. Homie worked on MK Ultra. We are highly involved in this field of research and take reports like this very seriously. So you two know what's going on then. We don't have quite enough data to give you a clear answer just yet. We need much more reconstruction scans for a better understanding of your situation first. This can be entirely prosaic still. In the meantime, we're appointing you as head of the new organization to study this anomaly. This organization will operate in coordination with NASA and will be funded by the United States government. Your team will be assigned to in the coming weeks to the organization starting at the end of the year. We look forward to working with you. Alright, more brain reconstruction. Yes, all roads lead to MK Ultra. Alright, Home begins operation by March of 1987 and is led by Dr. Lucas Michaels. Home Delta begins operation on March 13, 1987 and is led by Dr. Robert Spencer and Dr. Gamma Churchill. Dr. Lucas Michaels is never made aware of the existence of Home Delta. Project Babylon Evolutionary Phase Overview.
AZ-001, or the Star Kill, whatever you wish to call it, is a collective hive mind. It's one singular organism. It's all connected, and it speaks to itself telepathically. What might have appeared as the rotting organs of a once-forgotten deity has now shown its true colors in the form of a highly advanced singular organism comparable to a supercomputer.
The Akashic Plane is an extra-dimensional communication network verified by Starkill. Oh, okay, so yeah, that's information we already know.
Through this network we're calling the Akashic Plane, which we've derived from the anthroposophic theory of the Akashic Records, AZ-001, the evolved God, can contain and process memories of everything that it has ever assimilated. As such, its intelligence and wisdom is beyond comprehension. It is an evolved life form, to put it simply. Humanity in its current state has no way of even entertaining the possibility of a fair fight. AZ-001 is simply better than us on all fronts. That's why we began Project Babylon here at Home Delta.
Okay, so that image that keeps showing up in the background, you know, like one of those Evangelion looking scapes is known as the Tower of Babel. Well, that's not nerve-wracking. Tower of Babel construction, design at Babel site in a classified location, property of Home Delta, theoretical research, Home Delta Architectural Division. Tower of Babel is a mass communication network using a neuron. Was that a neuron what? Interlink, maybe? A neuron interlink Akashic Plane is capable of 21 zettabyte storage capacity and is mechanical, biological growth with a mixture of Starkill cells and human brain cells. Hold on. Is a zettabyte a real thing? A zettabyte is an immense unit of digital information representing sextillion bytes. Holy fuck! 10 to the 21st, or a trillion gigabyte, a trillion billion, a trillion gigabytes, or a billion terabytes. What the fuck? I did not know a zettabyte was a real unit of measurement.
That's why we're prepared to level the playing field by bringing humanity to its next stage of evolution, using the Starkill's own biological framework. Evolution has been the mission of Project Babylon since the very beginning. But now, thanks to the results of the home experiment, we've gathered enough data to begin the first tangible steps of this artificial evolution of humanity.
Alright, looked like the map there may have had something extra. Oh, no, okay. It flashed to black. Oh, yeah, no, this is a different layout. That's a different map. I wonder if this is like the map of the Tower of Babel instead. Deathbringer training overview. So these are the guys that went in to get Spencer out in that previous video, or 2 videos ago, whichever it was. Cyber enhance. Hold on, no. Where are we going through these too fast? Alright, gladiator type configuration, which is what we saw, I think, in the image when it was going all digital. Kasha Dome, receiver, cybernetic neural interface. Cyber Enhance collected Starkill samples from Home HQ and provided with a framework to combat simulation entities. This is a Starkill Reanimate. Cell Analysis Recoil. Then a code for mechanical input. Live neurons concentrated via, controlled via Akasha frequency controller. Coliseum site, Home Delta Advanced Military Training Facility. In Columbia, Missouri. Huh. I mean, it is Midwest Angelica. Missouri is in the Midwest. I've been to Columbia many times. I live a few hours from there. Live training against revived Starkill samples? I assume Tower of Babel slides in the story, at least metaphorically, because of all the beings in Hive Mind communicate despite any barriers between them. Oh, that's brilliant. Right, because, I mean, everybody would speak technically the same language, right? And what do you mean most interesting that's ever happened in Columbia, Missouri? I will let you know. I've been to some very cool concerts in Columbia, Missouri, and they've got a great anime con. Or at least it used to be a great anime con. I haven't been in years. Some of the living tissue they revived, they reanimated. You good, Jake? Oh, yo, what the fuck? Did he kill it? Oh, no, shit, it got him. Well, that was gnarly. Soldier 338 terminated. I wonder how many soldiers they've gone through with this project. Starkill stem cell properties. Alright. Starkill stem cells, when properly introduced to a host organism, can actually fortify the host cells' natural resistance as well as promote rapid cell regeneration. So, full-on Deadpools them. Upon cell death. Oh, this guy goes full T-virus. These augmented host cells could hypothetically increase human endurance to physical damage, aging, and disease, as well as provide immunity to subsequent Starkill infections. That makes sense as to why the dude in the room in the Tower of Babel was saying that this could lead to immortality. Most test subjects were killed in the process of Starkill cell integration. Most. Infected and amalgamated. Result organs liquefied. Cellular breakdown. Skin melted. None of these are a good way to go, folks. Recent tests have resulted in survivors aided with cybernetic life support. So they had to go full transhumanist to get these cell augmentations working. Test result is acceptable. What image? Hold on. Bro, look at his face. I mean, I guess if this is what you call an acceptable result. Result acceptable. What is this? It looks like is that a spinal cord? Oh, yeah. Okay, I think this is a spinal column. They said they need the cybernetic augmentation, so they've got this stuff attached to the spine to keep it from falling. I don't know why they would be doing that. Yo, what up, ABF? How you doing, you absolute legend? Result acceptable. We got a dude linked up to a lot of material. Again, looking very Evangelion. Alright, so this... These biomechanical soldiers form the backbone of the Home Delta's military. So these were the dudes that looked like when they came in and got that scientist earlier. This is a Alright. So do they keep the soldiers on ice, or is this one of the cryo tubes? Is this a doctor, I should say, they put on ice? Or is this one of the cryo tubes? They keep their soldiers in cryo tubes when they're not being used. What up, Jeff?
Spencer, it's me. I've given up my rank as Admiral of Home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it was the dark. Spencer was the one they had on ice, right? Alright, so cardiovascular system severe, central nervous system critical, overall condition is critical, heart rate 41 beats per minute, blood oxygen level 95%, breathing rate 12 BRPM.
Delta. That title is going to you in preparation of Operation Homebound. You will have control over the Tower of Babel, and you'll be able to control the Deathbringer squads entirely with your mind. The pieces have been in place since the beginning. It's unfortunate that you ended up in this state, but this is the only way. Once I finalize Project Babylon, it's all up to you. This battle is yours to decide.
I mean, what's the battle? I assume is against Starkill, is against, you know, the biomass that broke off and landed and is causing all the infections. All right, this is from March 28th. We're inching ever closer to that April 4th date. What up, DJ Ronnie G? Just saw Adam's spine or an incomplete Eva spine 2 minutes ago. Alright, Spencer Vega. Whoa, hold on. File on the Akasha, file on Akasha, file on the Padola, whatever neurons, Starkill, micros, video log, and lecture. Right? Deleted all the files. Research information on retrieval from the Akashic plane is still going on at Home Delta. Wait, research on information retrieval. Well, I mean, I'm wondering how they would retrieve that sort of information. I mean, that's why they let the dude get infected and then brought him onto the team, I assume, so they could try and retrieve the information from his noggin. Completed device is expected soon. So obviously we got some sort of prototype. Advancements have been made thanks to tests conducted on March 13th of 99. Alright. Exodus. This is it, boys. This is April 4th. April 4th, 1999. This is Easter. This is when they said that they'd be able to attain immortality.
My name is Dr. Gamma Churchill. The date is April 4th, 1999. Today, the Babylon Project will be completed. The Starkill stem cell insertion into Dr. Spencer will occur at sundown, making him, potentially, the most powerful human being in history. Following this event, the Tower of Babel will activate, linking the Deathbringer's minds into the local Akashic network. Spencer...
So they're putting all of their soldiers into the Akashic plane, putting their brains in the Akashic plane, in the Akashic network. That's What are they trying to do with that? There's no way this is just to fight some fucking alien debris. Yeah, Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Will then have telepathic control over the highly trained and near immortal Deathbringer militia. Finally,
these dudes made Space Marines. Like, they just straight up went full-on Space Marine.
Operation Homebound
For the Akashic Emperor.
will commence at midnight, bringing a bitter end to the Starkill's assault on humanity. I have
Nah, this is not how. It's not just a way to fight Starkill. There's no way they're gonna be having all this power, all this tech. They got a dude who has access to the Akashic plane, got neural shit implanted all up in his gray matter. This won't stop at taking out Project Starkill.
absolute faith in humanity's victory.
Alright, so where the towers, the Tower of Babel site.
Dr. Aaron, keep monitor 4 on the main street. We're waiting on the all clear for insertion.
Roger that.
Wait, so that was a spinal injection that we saw earlier. It was a view of a spinal cord and whatnot, because this is a spinal injection on Cam 4.
Bacterial contamination threat is 0. Infection site has reached standstill. Akasha team is running final checks on the tower now.
Clock is running. On my command, begin the insertion protocol.
Ready.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark.
And it just started drilling into a motherfucker's spine.
Catastrophic energy spike detected.
Homie is resurrecting on Easter Sunday. All right. So they're definitely doing everything they can with this, like, biblical analogies and whatnot, calling it Angelica, Tower of Babel and whatnot. Like, the thing is, I'm trying to see how it all ties together. Exodus, which is the Bible.
Spencer's gone. Aaron, we need to abort the mission. It's done. Babylon failed.
Yes, sir.
Nah, he ain't done, son. This is Easter. He gonna fucking resurrect. He gonna be so fucking infected.
This might be our only hope. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly, Jake. This is straight up. Oh shit, we saw some typical action.
Come on.
So is he infected? It looks like, this looks like a nose, mouth, chin area, but he's like got some shit all over him. Are these the biomechanical stuff they added, or is he infected?
Aaron, there's not much we can do about it now. Come on, let's keep moving.
Alright, it seems like they made it out of the facility. Dude is running like a complete fucking retard. Turn around, I want to see what's going on behind you. Where are you running from? Okay, there we go. Alright, well, first of all, it looked like something flashed on the screen. Hold on a sec. I don't know if it was just a camera glitch. Okay. Alright, just camera glitches. We had to check. But, Tower of Babel getting fucked up. Secure bunker in a classified location. there something at the end there? Okay, just a dude moving the camera, and that doesn't even seem like there's necessarily anything to see.
We need to work quickly. I'm setting up an Akashic receiver node to listen in on the commands given to the Deathbringers. I'm sure the Starkill is going to use them as some kind of pawn.
Oh, dude, okay, so the Starkiller fucking biomass that fell attacked the Tower of Babylon, because I assume it got made aware of everything they were trying to do once they plugged into the Akasha networks. It gives them this hive mind, knowledge of everything. And so that means it learned about the Akasha soldiers, and now it could take control of them the same way they were going to have the director do?
Are we safe here?
For now, yes. I set this bunker up in case of an emergency. I'm the only one who knows it exists. Aaron, while I set this up, I want you to start processing the video logs. We need as much evidence as we can get to deliver to the Pentagon.
Yes, sir. It's running. It's running.
What's going on?
It's in the Star...
I tried. I couldn't make anything out there except the word "you," and that could have just been a sound effect. That could have just been auditory pareidolia. I got nothing.
native tongue, if you will. It's encoded. One of the functions of the Akashic probe is to decode the messages into a readable format.
Time 0.
13th moon, west, time 0.
No surviving eyes. Restart. 13th moon, west.
April 13th. The Starkill is probably planning on faking Operation Homebound.
Churchill, I have found you. You are careless. I find it humorous how you continue to poke at the sleeping bear, yet you...
Oh, fuck. He said no one knew about the base, but the bunker, but clearly someone... You say it gotta be a moon of Jupiter, and I was thinking the same thing. But they discovered the floating, biomass in space as it was passing by Jupiter. It's not that it came from Jupiter, but I was thinking the same thing about it being a moon of Jupiter, since that's the only planet they've brought up so far. And yes, it is horrifying.
Like the plague, a sad specimen, unable to comprehend your limitations. I must remark, the toys you left me give me great delight, as if to look upon a child's crude drawings. They are almost completely useless, save for the creation of a veil to act as a magician's toolkit. A veil to mask the truth to your governing body. Once your toys have served their temporary purpose, they shall be discarded. I'm sending...
He's gonna fucking use the army they built, that Akashan army, and then wipe them out. This god is fucking bonkers, bro.
Some to you now as a parting gift. I do hope you enjoy your own creations. Best of luck to you, from Admiral Nero.
I'm setting up a jammer. We'll make them lose connection. Grab the clutch run for the car.
Oh, they're gonna shoot copters down. Oh no, or were those copters flying in were they transports for the military? These are one of those, the Akashan soldiers, one of the military guys.
They're here.
Oh no, okay, okay, never mind, they just also got their own armor, okay. Alright, those are some pretty weak sound effects. I ain't gonna lie. Those are pretty fucking weak sound effects.
There's one behind us.
Well, that was a very distinct audio change.
We're lucky there were only a few. The jammer must have confused them. Aaron, your name will now be Fakebringer. Your mission will be to infiltrate the Babel site and relay any information regarding the Starkill's plans. The suit will protect your body.
They send a motherfucker on a suicide run? Hey, that base that just got overran with a fucking kaiju deity of infinite knowledge? We're gonna send you in alone to figure out what's going on. Like, this is some straight up Leon Kennedy shit. Like, yeah, we'll send you with a handgun and a couple of fucking herbs.
Biosignature. From there, we will begin our retaliation.
Sir, I'm willing to die for humanity.
Good, because that's what's gonna happen.
May God bless you.
I'm in a secure location. No transmissions in or out. As of an hour ago, Fakebringer has completed the first...
Wait, no transmissions in or out? Then why are you recording this if you're not going to transmit it out?
...infiltration attempt. He has successfully entered the facility, obtained information, and exited, meeting me at a rendezvous.
You telling me this motherfucker got back in Babylon, God knows went through how many trials, tribulations, supposedly got out, and you ain't gonna tell us, show us any of that shit? Yo, this is some fucking blue ball bullshit.
Point to relay his findings. According to Fakebringer, Nero is planning to set up a conference after Operation Homebound with the Secretary of Defense and members of MAS.
Yeah, they really did send Leon Kennedy. You're right, Jake. That must have been fucking Leon. You're right.
Administration in attendance. It is here where I'm going to make my first move. A declaration of war to Nero. From now on, my name shall be Piso. Nero will know what that means. The rage I feel now is debilitating. Maybe it's my dying spirit, grasping for the last remnants of humanity within me. Or maybe I'm just hiding from fear. The mistakes I've made have eaten me alive, that much I know.
What up,
my injuries, a mark of my body torn apart. My confusion, a mark of my mind defiled, and my heartlessness, a mark of my soul tainted. When we first began the Babylon project, Dr. Spencer told me something I should have never forgotten. Knowledge betrays man's ego. And now, the knowledge I've gained from losing everything has made me realize how powerless I am in the face of infinity. Yet I continue, unaware of the fate that may be bestowed upon me. I don't believe God can save us now. Only the tenacity of humanity's everlasting soul will have the courage to prevail.
I mean, if that's what you believe, then you done fucked up. Alright, that's the end of that episode. It's the end of Exodus. We are on episode... Alright, we got 3 more, baby. Nero, Homebound, and Pause. Let's go. April 7th, 1999, Fakebringer, Jacob Aaron, successfully infiltrated the now Starkill-infested Babel site and retrieved intel regarding the Starkill's operations. Amongst the findings was a file containing data on Dr. Robert Spencer's assimilation and subsequent transformation. This event, now known as the Rebirth event. Right, again, Rebirth event, because again, it was on fucking Easter. Has led to the growth of a Starkill mass far larger than any biomass previously recorded. So wait, does that mean it's larger than the one that initially touched down? Central intelligence of the Starkill mass has obtained the ability to mimic human speech, called itself Admiral Nero. Wait, what'd that say? Come on, move forward. Oh, it said cell. It's the Tower of Babel. Okay. Babel site on Easter Day. Alright, Spencer the Spencer cryopod, the barracks, tower bunk. Alright. Wait, within 500 milliseconds it grew that much? 1,000 milliseconds, which would be that's a single second, right? 200 milliseconds, 4,000. God damn! Cam records from April 7th, 1999. All right, y'all gotta realize, it's not doing a good job of perspective here. But you guys remember how huge the Tower of Babel was? Like, this is just part of the tower. And you got all this biomass just, like, cozying up to it. That means this thing is fucking massive. Yeah, is a rap for humanity? These files prove that Starkill used the biomass from the Tower of Babel to grow to this extreme size. Why all y'all have all that biomass material in the Tower of Babel? Oh, we're using it for training. You sealed your fucking fates. In addition, the process of assimilating the towers enables Starkill to gain control over the minds of the Deathbringers. Yep. It's hypothesized that this attack was premeditated. Alright, episode Homebound. For the eyes of Home Delta Command only, approved by Admiral Nero. Now, at this point, I wonder how many people know that Nero is effectively the human leader of the, I mean, no longer really human, but like the leader of the hive mind. Operation begins 4/13/99. You got a bunch of Deathbringer soldiers, it looks like. Home HQ determined to be completely assimilated. Oh, man. We got some fucking background music in this one. They going full cinematic. Admiral Negro... Admiral Nero, like an allegory for Caesar. Maybe I was actually thinking Nero like the great author. Yeah, I assume they're referring to Nero like the author Nero. And yeah, no, I've not watched Pluribus yet. I plan on watching it, but I've not started it yet. AGM 114 Hellfire bombardment of Home HQ commences. Nice. Yo! Ground forces raid Long Pine Altar. Obliterated. Jones family, Giga. Oh, dude, the Jones family. That was the family that, like, originally got infected because it was their property that the original biomass Starkill fell on. Jones family, Giga, tracked and located at the coordinates of... Yo, I got nothing. Part of me wants to look that up. The other part of me is like, okay, hold on. Let's move this open another tab. That way I can keep a look at, let's see. See where these coordinates are. Alright. GPS coordinates, latitude, longitude. Let's see if this got anything. Alright, so the latitude is 41.835253820003. Longitude is minus 102.4062383104. Garden County, Nebraska. All right, let's put this up over here now. So, yep, this is exactly where we are right now. This is where that bitch landed, or at least the general area of where this bitch landed. Alrighty, good to know. Yo, what the fuck? Bitch, go back. I said go back. How big is this thing? Is this one of the original Jones family members? Is it mutated that much? Order bombardment of Alpha Chunk and Starfield Ranch. Yo. We know there ain't no goddamn way the Starkill threat was eliminated. We got so many more episodes left, plus this is like a 7-minute episode. Secure Access Broadcast, Top Secret Communication Broadcast commences on March 14th of 99. Approved for broadcast by Admiral Nero. I bet this is all fake. General G.C. Piso.
As per the request of Admiral Nero of Home Delta Division, this report is to be given to the Select Committee consisting
No, I was not part of that operation, Matt. I would have been 5 years old.
of the Secretary of Defense and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration on the date of April 14, 1999. This report is classified as top secret in an effort to preserve national security. On April 13th, Home Delta forces managed to successfully eliminate all known traces of the Starkill threat. While some Starkill spores remain in the atmosphere around operational zones in the Midwest, these spores were discovered to be inert without the presence of a central biomass hub. Research is now underway at various institutions across the United States to uncover the Starkill's true nature and functionality. Preliminary research performed by Home Delta has led to hypotheses surrounding the possible origins for AZ-001, or possible instances of AZ-001's arrival to Earth in the past. Throughout written history, world cultures and religions describe some variation of an apocalyptic deluge, in which a great destructive force violently brings civilization to an end. Researchers believe this deluge is representative of the organism known as AZ-001 and the subsequent Starkill infestation. It is believed.
So that's an interesting way as to like why to name it Midwest Angelica and like what this all means, how it all ties to religion. Basically, they're just saying that this thing is God. It's you know the reason for all these prior disasters and whatnot. I wonder if they're jumping to conclusions with this.
That the civilization and the event occurs in cycles, though much remains uncertain at this time. However, what we do know is that the cycle of destruction and violence has finally been brought to an end with the might of the United States military. We may very well even have stopped the...
This is pretty goddamn good propaganda. Like, bro, that's American propaganda right there. Yo, we literally ended God's cycle of destruction with the American fucking military. Bald eagles for everyone.
The power of God himself is just a fraction of our military capabilities. find solace in that fact. The fact that we have nothing more to fear in this universe, for we have become stronger than God. The oppressed have become the oppressor, and only oppressors have the freedom to choose peace and end the cycle of violence. Admiral Nero, I commend your efforts. You lurked among the shadows as you played your hand. I'm fully aware. You may try to kill me now, but know that the man speaking in front of this committee right now is actually a death row inmate scheduled for execution. I too am playing your game.
Did they really just steal from Death Note? Dude out here giving a massive press conference as everyone's thinking it's Piso, and he's like, go ahead, try and kill me now. I'm a death row inmate. It's actually a death row inmate. Like, yeah, bro just straight up ripped from Death Note. So far we got this a bunch of, let's be real, because those had to be Evangelion references. And now we got a Death Note reference in this bitch.
And I'm prepared.
Wait, was there a gunshot there?
Playing your game, Nero. And I'm prepared.
Looked like there was. Because they did more of a blackout, like, yeah, homie got tapped. The man posing as General G.C. Piso was confirmed to be a death row inmate, Isaac Dune. His death was ruled as an assassination. General G.C. Piso's current whereabouts remain unknown. Admiral Nero, first apostle of Azazel. Alright, Piso was careless. The truth cannot be set free. The complete eradication of Starkill. By the way, I'm reading you guys what it says in case you can't understand, because obviously my camera area is here. Let me pause this real quick. I'll move my head up here. Let me go back so you guys can see what's being said. What up, Green Cowboy? Did that look like a cat to anyone else? Like, this thing right here looks like a cat? Beta chunk separation. Paradise, Missouri. Never been there, but I know where that is. Oh, that last part didn't have any subtitles, but it said for all eternity. I got that much. Was that Piso? Because, like, Piso was wearing that mask at one point. This was like a spinal column. Did they just straight up, like, Mortal Kombat Piso? Home Delta threats. Obliterated. Humanity retreat underwater or some shit? Okay. I know I said it'd stop at episode 16. I didn't realize that episode 15 would seem to be like wrapping up an arc. So episode 16 seems to start a new arc. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap it here instead. Next stream we'll do 15 through 22. And then we'll finish with episode 23, which is like the full-length film. So we'll cut it there. So this got a whole lot more fucking interesting. Because, like, when we were doing this first, when we first started doing the analog horror stuff. Now, we've done some cool ones so far. But the first Midwest Angelica stream, like, in my opinion, that had been the weakest analog horror so far. This one is, like, this stream where we covered all these episodes, it is definitely jumped up in quality. I'm enjoying Midwest Angelica much more. I still don't know where it ranks amongst the ones we've covered. Obviously, we haven't seen it to completion yet. But this has been a lot of fun. I love the idea of this just... again, what was it called? The Akashan records, the Akashan plane, bringing all that information into this, super cool. Gave me something awesome to look further into, especially since it's based off like a real actual theory. Yeah, all in all, I quite enjoyed this. I guess we're gonna find out where it goes though, because the war ain't over, and obviously it's not anytime soon. We still got plenty of episodes left. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. And we're gonna call it here. Any final thoughts before we get on out? Going about an hour and a half. It's a good time. It's a good time to go. Yeah, good shit. I agree. You don't like that? Well, we got more next week, or at least next stream. It depends on, I guess, what game we're playing for Saturday Night Hypnosis Crew. Leon, you must be careful. For those who do not know what thou is learning. Yeah, check out my gaming channel. I have stuff up on there that's not just playing games. I think that was Verdi, the offertory for the Requiem. At least one of the movements. Oh, you're talking about the musical piece? Yeah. Alrighty. This was awesome. We out here like 4 circles. I will see you guys on a plethora of plenty of other streams and videos I do. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Jake, thank you so much for the dono, brother. Truly appreciate it. And, yes, remember, at TubeRoot. And, see y'all on the flip-flop. Check for your names in this. Oh, you know what? Let's separate. Let's separate real quick. We're raiding Hypno. Assuming they're still gaming. Give me a sec to bring that up. Content, live. Dude, I'm happy to do it, Jake. Yeah, I love doing these streams. I also don't get to game with the boys very often, so anytime we have the opportunity to do that, after SNH, I will usually take that opportunity. All right. Hypnotic. Why is it not? Why am I not seeing hypnotic? Does he not have it set to where he can get raids on his live channel? No, there's no way. Oh, to be fair, maybe I typed it in wrong. It's hypnotic gaming live. All right, let's try like this. No results matching. Huh. Well, I guess we ain't raiding Hypno. So instead, we're going to raid Tebow. Gonna raid my boy Tebow. Alrighty, guys. We out. Everybody tell Tebow Vital Idol raid in the chat. And they wrapped up after just said, alright, I guess that's fair. Hey, what up, Nadia? Well, we're coming in at the very end. But we're raiding Tebow. Everybody say Vital Idol raid. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.